Oh.
So, a beautiful natural skylight. Some people call that hole in the roof. Not me. Glass is half full.
Well, Art had some hair.
He had some hair back then, he did, yes. That's actually one of my jokes when I do the tour. This was a picture of him when he had hair. So, ready? I'll leave this open here. So essentially, Art, go ahead. Okay, thanks. Having his own kind of experience, he talks about child abuse for about 10 minutes, right, every semester.
More than that.
And a little bit more than that. And so he found that people would show up at his office door wanting to disclose their own history of abuse. So he figured there needed to be a better door. The last straw for him was a young woman who came and she wanted to talk about her experience of abuse. And they couldn't find any space to talk. So they ended up sitting in his car in the driveway out here in the middle of a rainstorm. And for me, it's like a scene out of a movie. So as the windshield wiper clears the water on the windshield, he can see the house. And the water, kind of covers back over, and he can see the house. So it dawned on him in that moment that this could be the place, this could be the other door, that somebody else could knock and get some support. So, Sasha, one of our board members. So he called the city, of course, and asked him if he could have the house, and they gave him a big no, and I'm sure with a giggle that went with that. Who do you think you are, kind of thing. And so after 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attempts, they finally said yes and gave him the house for a really cheap lease for 10 years. So after that, he managed to get, close to 400 people together and redo this house, and they did $300,000 worth of work for 30 grand in about 6 months. So this place is here not because police said we should be here, not because Children's Aid said we should be here. We are here because the community said we needed to be here, right? Which for me
Wonderful.
is the piece right there.
Yeah.
Art would tell you that one of the deals that volunteers had to make when they were working on the house was you had to give thanks to the building before you left. You had to share your energy with the building. Now, all of you know Art, that he was big in the world. And so that was one of his conditions. And also, as they repointed every one of those bricks in the house.
Showed that you were really being...
Who are you? Art.
What? Feel something when I walk in here. And that's that sense of safety and the energy that people have shared with the house already. So, come on in. This is our audience, our peanut gallery. Are you getting a little hot dog? Are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'll wait for you to finish.
So officers come in a team of 2, and then a special youth bureau trained specifically with children. So one officer will come in here, and like Art said, they record the child's testimony. This is the same equipment that a police station might have. So all the officers are trained on that. It does not replace a child's testimony. I think Art said something like that. It doesn't. But what it does do is it shows the judge the impact of the disclosure at the time. So sometimes it takes 2 years to get to court. And it's been known where a judge will say, well, the kid seems fine to me, it couldn't have been that bad. No, Your Honor, please watch the impact of that disclosure on the child at the time. That's the key to the particular gathering of information.
You want to
The child?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to do that. Okay. Telling them, it's a real mixed message. Exactly. You get bad guys to the police station. So if you're telling me I'm doing anything wrong, why am I here? So instead, the cameras are back here. It's not a speaker. It's not hidden from the children. But it's not in their face to intimidate them. And then the speakers, or the microphone rather, is here in the table, and then there's one in the ceiling. So they just sit and have a conversation. Wow. Yeah. actually, this room used to be filled with teddy bears too, but some of the officers said, you got to take some of the bears out because the kids are just playing with the bears. They're not actually talking about anything. We've actually had some cases too where kids just didn't want to tell, but they would tell the box their story. So they've actually kind of leaned down and whispered their story into the microphone. It's whatever works, and that seems to work. So, yeah. So, I mean, there's a whole climate that's created when a child comes in to do the investigation because it's a child-friendly kind of site. It's warm, it's comforting, it's homey. Officers are encouraged to play with the children downstairs maybe for a little bit before they even come up here, build some rapport, you know. So it's a different way to approach children in that way. You know, police need to be on board as well.
It's more natural for the kids.
Absolutely. We don't really know the difference between, you know, authority and what have you. So. Actually, that's when we first started, we set up kind of a mock interview room for the community to show what it might look like, and we asked IKEA if we could borrow some furniture, and they said, sure, but we're not for profit. And we said, can we keep it? And they said, sure, we'll do one better. And they sent the whole team down on a Saturday, and they painted the whole room, decorated the whole room, they did everything. You know, there's only one place in the world that you buy coffee tables with baskets.
Yeah.
That's right. IKEA. Right. So yeah, they did the whole room for us. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a nice, airy, happy room.
Yeah, it's a great way to put it.
Most of the officers who do the interviewing, are they female?
No, actually.
Mostly male?
Mostly male, and we're getting a nice mix now of male and female teams. Yeah, absolutely. And they are extraordinary folk to balance their police brain with their having to connect with children.
Yeah.
It's a real skill.
Sure. And having seen what they've seen and knowing what they know about what the kid has been through.
Exactly. And a lot of them have their own children.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's really hard to hear someone